of our summer challenge. I'm at Chautauqua, New York with my mom, who's doing the filming for us today. And I am so excited to be here with week 6 already. I can't believe how fast it's gone, and I'm so proud of you for sticking with it and establishing these really healthy habits. So let's get right to it. This week's challenge is going to look a lot like the other challenges. We're just going to add a little variation to the get back up drill. So let me show you what that looks like. We're going to go to the floor, and when we get down on our backs, we're going to pause for a minute and do a bridge. And you can hold that for as long as you like. We want to squeeze the glutes and really start activating the posterior chain, or the back side of our musculature here. And then we're going to go back down and then get back up. And then same thing, we'll go down to the right side and lie down, but before we get up, we'll just roll over and do another bridge. Pause for as long as you like, and then get back up. And as I've said before, there's no real recipe here. There's no right or wrong way to do this, so you can modify it to suit, your level of difficulty and your abilities. But I think it is so critical that we practice big, gross movement patterns like this every day. It's so good for our brain-body connection, and it's so good for your muscles and joints. And if you find yourself having difficulty with one of these motions, I think it's worth exploring why. What's going on there with my shoulder? What's going on there with my hip? Do I need to pay a little bit more attention to those body parts? So there's our get back up drill, and you can use any variation that we've used over the last 6 weeks. Maybe you liked those planks or the bear crawls. So then we'll do our 10-minute walk, and I'm lucky enough to be here on these beautiful grounds today. We're going to head down to the lake for a little walk after this. Our 10-minute walk, as always, can be whatever you need it to be. Maybe you know that you need to just slow down. Maybe you know that you need to speed up a little bit. So whatever feels best for you, but it is so important that we get outside for 10 minutes every day, get in the sunshine and be with nature. And then for our standing at wall today, we're going to add a stork. So for 1 minute, and I'll time it with you, for 1 minute, the right side of my body is going to be standing at the wall like usual. And I want that right side of the body to be a strong fence post, and the left side of the body is going to be lifted up like a stork. And I'm putting it on this bench so that my hip, knee, and ankle are all bent to about 90 degrees. And now the right side of my body has to do a lot of work to stabilize that stork. So I'm getting some good work in those tiny muscles of my core and my hips and my thighs and even my foot. So we'll just stand here, same thing, head is pulled back, shoulders are pulled back, and now again the right side of my body really doing a lot of good work here. And I hear some people say, oh yeah, I do that when I brush my teeth, which is fine, but when you're brushing your teeth, you're probably not in a straight line. You remember, this posture exercise is so key because it helps us to remember ear over shoulder, shoulder over hip, and hip over heel. That was 1 minute. So then we'll switch. Sandwich myself in here on the other side. All right, so now my left side of the body is going to be doing all the work, and the right side just takes a little break. Try to relax into it and feel where your body might be holding a little stress. I know for me, I always have to kind of drop my shoulders and relax my face and jaw and let the tension leave my neck. But I'm definitely paying attention to now my left side, and it might be tempting to kind of bail over and find a strong spot or a cheat spot. I don't want you to do that. We should have the hip. If I look at you from the front, your hip should be right over your ankle from both the front view and the side view. And take some deep breaths here. Just 1 minute on each side, but if you know you need more or you want to repeat this several times a day, that's totally okay. And as we wrap up this summer challenge, remember that the idea is not that there's any real magic to these exercises that I've given you. The magic is in the consistency, and the magic is in the habit that you've built. And I would challenge you to insert now things that really matter to your body and things that you know that you really need to work on. Either insert and swap out some of my exercises or build on this and add even more exercise. If you need help figuring out what might be best for you, I'd love to chat. Or if you'd like to share and brag a little bit about your tracker sheet and your check marks and your accomplishments, I would love to see that as well. Remember that July 4th is our measurement day, so you still have about 6 or 7 days to really work at this and make some other key changes to your habits so that you can be proud of those measurements. Thank you so much, and have a great week 6 of the Summer Challenge.